Rochester, Minnesota is the third largest city in our state, so it sounds like it's a place that has a lot to offer, doesn't it? But wait, are you sure your wallet is ready for Rochester? Well, let's find out. In this video, we're going to discuss the cost of living in Rochester, Minnesota. And if you watch this video to the end, you're going to get a bonus tip that will really have you looking forward to moving to Rochester, Minnesota. Hi, I'm Kelly Domaille with Domaille Real Estate at eXp Realty. Before we dig in, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel to stay informed about all things Rochester. Rochester's a friendly city with an affordable vibe, and housing is budget friendly, and you're going to find a welcoming community where you can enjoy a mix of city life and nature. Healthcare is top notch with the Mayo Clinic and Olmsted Medical Center, but let's break this down and how it all fits into your overall budget. The big picture cost of living in Rochester, Minnesota is pretty reasonable. It's really on par with the rest of the nation, so it's not too crazy. When comparing Rochester to the other cities in Minnesota, it ranks about just 3% higher than the state average. So if you're thinking of making a move to Rochester, it's a good thing to know that you won't be breaking the bank. You're going to fit right into the normal groove of expenses without any major surprises. So Rochester's got the nice balance where you can live comfortably without stressing too much about your wallet. It's a great place that won't make your budget do somersaults. Now let's talk about housing. Affordability is always a very hot topic when it comes to housing. And even though prices across the country have gone crazy and gone up over the last number of years, believe me when I say this, homeownership in Rochester is a budget-friendly choice where you actually get a lot for your money. This makes homeownership accessible. While renting monthly is about 13% cheaper than the national average, this city offers a diverse range of housing options, ensuring that there's going to be something for everyone's taste and budget. So whether you prefer owning a cozy home or renting a comfy apartment, Rochester's got you covered. And with such affordable housing, you can enjoy the perks of a comfortable lifestyle without breaking the bank. So if you're looking for a place where your dollars stretch a little bit further, Rochester just might be the perfect spot for you. Continuing on with Rochester, Minnesota's affordability are utility prices. You'll find that these ancillary costs are generally lower than they are nationally or even statewide. And when it comes to staying connected, your phone, internet, and TV costs hover around average as well. Then there's gas prices, hovering around $2.99 per gallon as of the time this video is being shot. Fueling up your ride might cost a bit more than, let's say, filling up in maybe a smaller town nearby. Knowing that housing is wallet friendly, these utility expenses should also bring a smile to your face, letting you add to your overall savings. Whether it's powering up your home or keeping in touch, knowing these average costs can help you manage your day-to-day expenses in Rochester. Now let's talk about Rochester's transportation options. So whether you're hopping on the bus or you're fueling up your car, the transportation costs here are pretty chill. I mean, right around the national average. So if you're all about saving some cash while cruising through the city of Rochester, well, we've got your back. If buses are your thing, the fares here won't drain your wallet, and it's inexpensive no matter where you ride to. The cost advantage adds some extra sparkle to Rochester's charm, making this a sweet spot for folks who want to keep their transportation expenses in check. So whether you're on the bus or behind the wheel, Rochester's got affordable options for everyone. So let's dive into the food scene. Shopping for groceries in Rochester can be a bit pricier compared to the whole nation, but only about 2% more. So when you're grabbing your essentials, you'll find that your basic costs of milk, eggs, bread, and maybe the rest of your staples are slightly higher, and it's good to be aware of this while planning your budget. The higher cost of smaller items en masse can add up quickly. So whether you're a savvy shopper or just keeping an eye on your wallet, knowing these numbers might come in handy on your next trip to the store in Rochester. Living in Rochester also means benefiting from healthcare costs that are overall lower than the national average, making it a major factor in medical expenses when budgeting. The level of healthcare here in Rochester, on average, is superior to what you'll find nationally, but getting in for specialty care may take just a little bit longer. So definitely there is a little bit of a trade-off. And hey, don't forget about your furry friends, because veterinary visits also add to that healthcare tab. and these generally aren't the cheapest of costs. So when you're thinking about the cost of living in Rochester, Minnesota, it's not just rent and groceries. Healthcare for you and your family will play a big role too. So plan your budget wisely and stay healthy, Rochester. And now we've come to our promised bonus tip, taxes. Understanding taxes is key to managing your budget. The state income tax here varies based on your income, and sales tax stands at a little over 8%. But the really good news is that groceries and clothing escape these taxes. So a shopping spree at the mall or at our local boutiques won't break your bank. Property taxes are a little over 1% of your home's market value. For instance, a $300,000 house could mean annual property taxes of about $3,200 to $3,900 a year. Rochester, Minnesota offers a reasonably affordable cost of living, with housing, transportation, and groceries staying close to the national average, while healthcare and utility prices may actually add to your savings, and the overall budget makes it a comfortable place to call home. Don't forget to factor in taxes and plan your budget wisely for a smooth transition to this friendly city. So if you'd like to know more about Rochester, Minnesota, make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you don't miss out on any future videos, and follow me on all of my socials. And if you liked this video, then make sure to hit the like button and click on the boxes on your screen to see my other videos too. Comment down below if you have any questions, and I'll make sure that we answer all of them. I'm Kelly Domaille with Domaille Real Estate, and we love where we live, and we want you to love where you live too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.